You're live.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dave's RC, home of the free giveaways, guys. Reminding you to fly for your die. If you haven't hit that like button, please do so. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. If you're a new subscriber, please let us know so that we can get you a number ASAP for the giveaway. That's coming up really soon, you guys. I think we have one more.
We are being censored. America's news outlets.
Mute your phone, Battle.
I'm not being censored. Nobody's censored.
If you won last month like me, there's two other guys. You're not in the drawing this month.
Yeah, you guys are outskis, man. Outskis. You guys are spectators only this month.
That's fair, though.
I set it up that way a long time ago because I didn't want to have to deal with a back-to-back winner. I don't know how that would have gone over, and I just felt it was fair to do it that way. Or else Jeff's Custom RC would have won every giveaway by now.
Or Rackham. Or Rackham.
Or Rackham, yeah. Yeah, man, those guys, I swear to God, if they haven't bought a lottery ticket yet and won, I don't know what they're waiting for.
Yeah, I couldn't tell
so
you
19
either.
likes, thanks guys, appreciate that. We got 21 watching right now. You guys, yeah, don't forget that the giveaway is that? I'm trying to think.
It's 2 weeks from tonight.
Is it next week or is it the week after?
Because Saturday is a week from tomorrow is Saturday. A week from tomorrow is Halloween, so 2 weeks from tonight.
Oh, okay. So what is the first fall on? Is the first fall on the weekend?
Let me tell you what the first fall is on. The first is a Sunday, and so the first Friday of the month of November is the 6th.
Well, that is. What's the date today? The 20 what?
23rd. So 13.
7 days. No, Eric, no, it's next week. Yeah, no, the giveaway's next week.
No, it's not. We won't get paid next week.
Yeah, we do. We get paid next Friday.
Oh, you're right, because it's on a weekend.
It's not a holiday, but it's a weekend.
You're
so
right.
For those
I
of you guys
forgot
that don't
Uncle
know,
Sam does that.
When you get your pension from the military, if it falls on a holiday or a weekend, the first.
It's the last day of the week before.
Yeah, you get it the last day of the week before that weekend. So actually the giveaway's next week, you guys. So whatever we can get tonight would be nice, you guys. I did the math on it, and I'm actually still waiting on my wife to let me know how much money we got from YouTube, because a portion of that was super chats. Actually, most of it was super chats because I don't get a lot of ad rev.
I'm not sure you want much. You have to have millions of subscribers to get any money from the ads. It's
so
funny,
as soon as
they take all kinds of money from your super chats and stuff, but then when they try to help you out, they give you like cents on the dollar.
Yeah, I know. It's ignorant. Yep. Mr. Skip Bill, how you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Great Scott, how you doing? Wreckham Roy, what's up? Deuces Wild, how you doing, man? Yeah, guys. So next week, it's already here, man. It's already upon us. But like I was saying, as soon as my wife gives me the information on the on what we got from YouTube, I'll add that to the 253. Well, I guess I'll put 300 in. So that would put us at like almost right around $600 just with that, and then we still have to add whatever we get this week plus what the YouTube super chats were. Spencer Keith, thank you, sir.
Straight for surface stuff, Spencer.
Yeah, I just bought a new fan for my ESC for my Arma, or not Arma. Yeah, it's an Arma.
It's an Arma. Your infraction.
Yeah, it's Arma. The infraction, and they gave me the wrong size. I hate when that happens, man. It's like you got one sitting on the shelf over there. We should probably just compare it real quick, match it up. It's way too small for that ESC. David Martin Graff, thank you for that, sir. I appreciate that. And I hope all well, my friend. Yeah, everything's fine, Roy. I just can't find a rope that won't break. They keep breaking, man.
I missed the beginning of that conversation last night, by the way.
I'm too fat, man. I'm too fat. I need to stop buying.
Look what Spencer said.
What is it?
You don't, Walt Spitzer. It's still fun to tease you, though. So.
Oh man, we have a lot of fun in here, you guys. It's fun. So finally, I got this old butcher bird right here from Hobby King, 1600 millimeter Focke-Wulf 190 A4. I want to say it's
for
an
sale again recently and on sale. But if I didn't have this Dynam one, I would have probably bought it instead of the EC 1500 because I like the Focke-Wulf.
Oh, this is an awesome plane. This one flies. I don't know. It's different. It's different. That's all I got to tell you guys is it's different. It's not as smooth going as as say like a P-51 or a Corsair or a P-47. This one's kind of different. You're definitely in the sticks a little bit more with this plane than you are with, say, those other Warbirds. But it's a fun plane to fly still. I like challenging planes to fly. Not that this is a challenging plane to fly. It's just different. They for whatever reason, the Focke-Wulfs fly just a little bit different. They have a.
You want to turn your camera down just a little bit? Because we can barely see parts of the plane.
Let me back this up. Ugh.
Or whatever's easiest. Because I knew what it was because I recognized from the paint scheme, but a lot of people aren't going to know.
Yeah, guys. So, here, we'll just turn this on like this.
Well, part of the issue in real world why the Focke-Wulf is shaped the way it is originally they went with the radial and they had a cowl that barely let any air in with a fan on it to try to improve aerodynamics. Well, the problem when they did that is then the cockpit was too close to the motor and it didn't work. So
that's one thing that this plane is not. It is not a very aerodynamic plane.
So
there are a lot. Like air pressure spots.
Yeah, they kept the fan but opened the shroud around the motor more because it did help cool a little bit. And then they scooted the cockpit back to help prevent the heat because the first versions were radial engine. I mean, some of them later were V12s, but like the first ones were radial, and that radial engine they used put off a lot of heat.
Radials do put off a lot of heat in general, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. But yeah, guys. What? I mean, I'm not trying to say that I would. Oh, well, I'm gonna say it just like Kenny said it. Hangar 51. These planes really do not fly very well unless you have a gyro in them. They're a handful. They're kind of they're different. But you throw a gyro in one of these things, which I do have when I have a gyro receiver in there, a lemon one. It really takes this plane and makes it a much better flying plane. So don't be afraid to take out gyro and throw it in your. It'll really surprise you how well the plane flies once you do that. But like I said, a lot of people don't like to use gyros. They think they're crutches, but I don't think the gyros.
Some of these guys have been talking how they've had a lot of wind. It's going to
help the plane fly.
That might be the difference between flying and not flying. If you're having wind issues,
right? Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, if it means that I'm not going to fly this thing because it's more of a handful rather than fun to fly, then there's no reason for me to even take it out and fly it. So it's just going to sit there and not fly. So the Dynam Focke-Wulf was kind of the same way. I didn't really like the way that thing flew at first. Then I stuck a gyro in it, and I was like, wow, this thing is just night and day. It makes it so much better. So much better. But this thing is awesome, you guys. This thing's all ready to go. I've been picking at it for the last week. Everything's set in. It's all nice.
Did you turn your gain down on your gyro? Because someone was saying that might have been some of your problem when you first started flying it, was the gain was up too high.
No, when I first started flying it, I didn't have a gyro in it at all. That was the problem.
Oh, you have one of those Admirals in it now.
Yeah, I got the Admiral receiver in there. Look at how much room for this thing, you guys. It's a nice big balsa deck down there, man. I mean, it really is a nice quality plane. The problem that I had with it was just all the excess shit you have to do that they don't do very well at
they sent you with faulty set of retracts.
My retracts were blown, both of them. They went down and then never worked again.
I don't understand how that thing passed QA. Or not QA, QC.
I think I did it, Eric, because you're supposed to use a sequencer with those gears.
Oh, that's
and,
right. You didn't.
I think what happened is I might have punched too many amps to them and burnt them out. That's the only thing I can think of, is that I might have burnt them out because I wasn't using the sequencer. As soon as I put the E-Flight retracts in this thing, it was great. This thing's awesome. The E-Flight retracts that I have in this thing, and I'll flip it over here in a minute and show you guys, they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, the retracts are probably to be honest with you. The retracts are really, really nice in this. I'm going to flip it over and show you these retracts. They're actually really solid. And it's a big bird too, guys. I mean, we're talking 1,600 millimeters, you guys. It's not a small plane at all. Not a small plane at all. Oh, so yeah, we got these nice E-Flat retracts in here. Super nice all metal retracts. These things are really, really, really sweet.
The first pair you got weren't working either.
Oh, and the first pair I got, yeah, there was a manufacturer problem with those. But Mr. Raymond at
Ray and Robin.
Ray and Robin's Hobby was awesome, and he got me a replacement pair. And these ones, knock on wood, have been working flawlessly since I put them in. Yeah, I was at the hobby store today looking for a plane, and it's pretty bad when you go into a place and you got everything that's in there. Like shit, you guys. Yeah, I got everything that you guys got in here. I said,
except for the surface stuff, but we don't have to go into that.
You guys get your hands on one of those new FMS Corsairs, the 1700 millimeter ones, the version 3. I said, you let me know, and I'll be right down here to get it.
Dude, FMS knocked it out of the park with that bird. Like,
I know.
Because I have the older 1400, which is basically just a smaller version.
Right.
And everything that, if I were building the plane that needed to be upgraded, they did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hold on, I'll be right back.
It'd be sweet if they came out with those upgrades on the 1400, because that 1700 bird is nice, but it's huge.
Yeah, the 1600 millimeter flight line one's huge. I can fit this one in my car. I can fit the P-47 in my car. I can fit all my other 1600 millimeter planes in my car, but for whatever reason, I cannot put the Corsair back there with the wings on it. I think it just has to do with the way the tail is set up on that plane and how tall the rudder is on it. It's just it makes it awkward to try to put it in there. I've tried and tried and tried. I just have to take the wings off of it when I do it.
Yeah. I like what they did with the wing connectors for electrics too, because on the old model, when you put the wings together, there was a hollow spot, and that's basically where you had to put all your wires and stuff, and you had to kind of just throw the connectors in. Well, now, like, it's just the connectors, because all the wires are in the wing and not just kind of thrown there.
Yeah, the ribbon connectors are awesome.
I mean, they were before. It's just
I wouldn't mind grabbing that FMS Corsair, guys, is because of how well Corsairs fly. They're just really, really nice flying planes. They really are. I mean, I was nervous about flying that plane without a gyro at first, and I actually did. I said, screw it, I'm not going to put a gyro in it. I flew it, and there was no need. You don't need a gyro for that plane.
Well, the reason why the Navy didn't go with them at first wasn't because they're a horrible plane.
What's that?
The reason why the Navy didn't go with those at first and made the Marines use them on land was because it wasn't a good flying plane. First of all was visibility. They were a pain in the tuchus to land an aircraft carrier with. Second of all,
that's a big, heavy plane, man. That's a big-ass heavy plane, man.
And the first couple, they did have issues with the landing gear not holding up very well at first. But by the time they went with them, they learned some techniques from the British, and they had fixed the issues with the landing gear. And from then on, the Navy couldn't stop using them.
And another good thing that the Corsair had that most planes didn't have back then, except for like the Wildcat and shit, and I believe that the F6F had it too, was the fold-up wings, you guys. That was a big deal for aircraft carrier room.
F6F Hellcat had folding wings.
Yes, it folded.
The Hellcat was actually basically a Wildcat 2 with that Pratt & Whitney R2800 on it.
So a couple of super chats just came in, you guys. I just want to say thank you for that. We've got Mr. Pterodactyl, thank you so much. Great Scott, thank you for that. $45, man. Are you kidding me, man? Thank you so much, man.
Jay, yes, the V2.
And Mr. Michael Covington.
Go ahead.
Mr. Michael Covington, I want to give you a huge shout out, man, because I think the last 2 or 3 times that I've done it, I don't think you've been in here. One of our biggest supporters, you guys, Michael Covington, is probably one of the top dogs in as far as donating for the giveaway. Awesome dude, man. I can't thank you enough, and the community appreciates it, man. We just want to say thank you. I'm saying thank you for everyone. You guys want to throw that down in the chat, give him some emojis or whatever. But Michael Covington, definitely one of the biggest supporters of these giveaways, you guys. 46, 48 people in here. You know, when I first started this stream, we were getting like 10, 15, maybe 20 people in, and I was really excited about that. I thought that was awesome. I got 20 people in here watching me. And, I mean, we're getting up into the hundreds now, you guys. It's crazy, man. It really is. If I missed anybody there, I will look again at the end of the show, and we'll throw you guys some shout-outs. And then Mr. George Watts is also definitely our biggest contributor, you guys. Between him, Michael Covington, and then who's the other guy there? David Snyder. I mean, these guys are huge contributors. Spencer Keith, Jermaine Spencer. You know, all the little guys get love too, man. I'm telling you that it's not about how much, it's about how often. And those guys are on the regular, giving donations every week so that you guys can have a fantastic giveaway. And we're gonna have. It looks like we're gonna have another decent one this month too. It's probably not gonna be as big as last month. Last month was a big one. It probably won't be quite that big, but we still might be able to squeeze 3 giveaways out of it, a couple $100 each or something like that.
Yeah, but $200 is still more than enough to get a good plane.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. You're sitting there, you got a project on the table. Maybe it's one of those Nexa planes from
oh, dude, those are good priced. And someone was telling me they're actually Seagull models, just branded a little bit different, so that's why they're a little bit less. And Seagull makes good stuff.
So you guys out there in the community, I have a really huge favor for anybody out there. I need an L39, and I don't want to buy a brand new one. I already have an L39, but I need an L39. You can either donate it or you can sell it to me. But I need the plane soon, guys, because I have to put a paint job on that thing to do a collab video with James down at the Boozer event here next month. I need an L39. If anybody out there has a used L39 they want to sell, please let me know or let Eric know ASAP. And I will make sure that I get you some money and get it sent off to you so that we can get that here as soon as possible. I just really don't want to buy a brand new plane.
You already have a really nice one. You don't need a second.
Yeah, Eric's right. I already have a really nice one that I repainted and did a paint scheme on.
Oh, that's right, Mickey. You're right. It's VQ models, not Seagull. But VQ is correct. This is good.
So yeah, guys, just keep your ears open, eyes open. If anybody has an L39 out there that they're willing to part with, I don't care if it's banged up. I'll fix it.
That's part of the paint job.
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah, exactly. Ask Farmer Man. I'm afraid. I might open the box and it's going to be a box full of beans.
Yeah, but
George Watts, what's up, man? How you doing? Dennis Farley, Roach Coach Helly's up in this house. Lee Davidson Tanger, how you doing, man? Mikey BRC.
They are right. It's VQ, not Seagull. I mixed the names up. VQ.
What is what are you talking about?
Nexa is VQ models.
It's not Nexa model.
Nexa is made by VQ. It's kind of like how
Okay.
Admiral receivers are actually a lemon receiver, just they don't have as much the same functionality as the lemons, and they're named differently. That kind of thing.
GB Linden, what's up? David Martin Graff, what is going on? Noon's Airborne, how you doing, man? Hanger 51, what are you doing, Kenny? What are you doing, Kenny? I couldn't part with my L39. Me neither, bro. Me neither. And I know this is gonna be a hard one for whoever. I mean, you guys might find one and keep it yourself, but Hamilton, yeah, absolutely. Those they do look. And yes, I think I did butt dial you earlier. I was drumming with my phone. I was playing my air drums to. I actually filmed an entire concert of Five Finger Death Punch, and I was watching Five Finger Death Punch concert, and I was air drumming, and I think I might have hit the phone and called you. So yeah, if you heard
Please
the
asking if you sent the email yet.
if I sent email, what email? Who? What?
He just said, "Have you sent the email?"
Who? Who said that?
Lee Davidson did.
Oh, Lee. Yes. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I'm still waiting to hear back. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting to hear back from Jing too. Jing is they're actually sending me a PT-17 or whatever that is. You guys, I had the product review maiden flight or second flight product review of the P-61. Couldn't get the lights to work, but I want to tell you guys something about that plane. It's a very special plane, guys. It really is. It is just a very, very nice plane.
They stepped the quality up on it. I mean, it's not like, say, FMS quality, but they still stepped the quality up. Because when I'm
flying that plane, I don't feel like I'm flying a Dynam plane. I feel like I'm flying a much better, higher quality plane. That's the way I'll say it. The one thing that surprises me about that plane the most is how well it flies inverted. It doesn't have any bad tendencies. It doesn't nosedive. It doesn't pitch up. When you roll that plane over, you let off the sticks and it'll stay straight. It's just it's so locked in. It's just an amazing plane. Amazing.
So, Air Marshal, did that taste like vinegar for you to say that about Dynam?
George Watts, you've never flown an L-39, man? Oh my goodness, man.
I haven't either, but
well, to hell with me.
I knew her pilot.
Somebody get George Watts an L-39. Somebody get George an L-39, man. Yeah, Roy does sleep with his planes. And his hand down his pants.
And other things we don't want to talk about.
And then other things that that are not appropriate for the channel. Mr. Air Marshal, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you in here.
Ain't that funny? Dynam sends a German warbird, and now he says that PT-17 is probably is a really good flyer. So that's why I said that it tastes like vinegar for him to say that about Dynam.
Well, a lot of people that have gone through Dynam have had some rough experiences. Mine hasn't been with the quality of the plane. It's always been with their goddamn retracts. I've replaced the retracts out of all my Dynam planes twice, and finally they came out with those version 2 ones that are actually decent.
Well,
once
even
you get them
if
cycled a couple times,
most of us didn't have those issues with Dynam, we heard of the horror stories.
Oh, Roy, you piece of shit!
You know who I'm surprised you didn't say grandma.
Well, yeah, dude. It's.
Oh,
yeah.
he corrected it.
I think it is grandma. Yeah. I want to sleep with my wife too, Roy. Oh shit, man. Yeah, but PT-17 is in Navy colors.
Dennis,
I'm sorry.
I like my Dynams, and I'm about to have another one here in the next month or two. So.
Yep, he's I'm sending him the Skybus, you guys. He already has a C-47. He's got the white version, but he said that he wanted the military one, so I'm more than happy to give it to him. It's just sitting in there collecting dust right now.
I like that Dynam C-47 and the DC-3 because They're just really simple. I know they don't have retracts, but
You know
they're
what? You don't
really
even think about that
simple.
when you're flying it, though. It's very simple. It's very easy, simplistic plane to
They're
fly, and it's
pretty
fun to fly.
efficient too. I mean, you can
Not
go
bad for a twin-engine
forever
plane.
on
Yeah, it's not
2200
bad.
in it.
It's really not bad. I could get five. I could get a 5-minute flight out of that. I guarantee you. I could get at
Oh
least
yeah.
a 5-minute out of that. I did notice that the P61 is a little bit of a pig with the battery. On a
It's
5000,
4S
I was
though,
getting
isn't it?
4 minutes. I think I've flown that
4S
plane about
though,
5
right?
times now. Yeah, it's 4S.
Take
4S
one battery or
5000.
two.
You can just barely squeeze an HRB 4005 or 5000 4S in there. Just barely get it in there. It does make the plane a little heavy, but it actually makes the plane fly really well too. I think that added weight really makes it fly good.
It's probably one of those birds where they either should have had each motor on a separate battery or just gone to 6S because of the weight of it.
Yeah, a small 6S, like a 30, probably like a 3300 or a 3200 would probably be
Because
the
the
equivalent of a
4S
5.
is nice, but that's kind of pushing it size-wise for a plane. To be 2 motors on 4S.
No, you couldn't do that. You would have to do 2 motors on 3S. So you'd have 3S on each motor.
Or, you know what I mean, either separate batteries for each motor or 6S.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yeah, I do. But I was trying to think of how they would configure that. It would probably be run two 3S like packs, 2200s or something like that, or two 3S. Or you might get away with putting, I don't know, man. If you stack them on top of one another, I guess. The thing that I like the most about the P61's battery tray is really where the battery sits. There's only one place it can really go. You can't really slide it.
There's no guessing. It is what it is.
There's no guessing with it. It fits in there really snug. I don't even have to use the strap. It's so snug in there.
Dave likes his on 6S as well.
Dude, I love the Gloucester Meteor on 6S. The only issue with mine is when I start using a 6000 or higher, it really put stress on that tail. So I can only run like 4500s and 5000s in that.
That's because you're creating weight-induced flutter.
Yeah, the weight really does not like that at all.
Well, you're having to put more force into the rudder to counteract it, and then it induces flutter is what's going on.
Yeah. It's making the fucking rudder bend, twist. It's making it twist right over. It's crazy.
You do that enough times, from the vibration, the tail will just snap and be bye-bye.
It'll just snap. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dave does like the. I don't know which Dave you're talking about, but I'm going to agree with you on that, GB. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Roach Code's called Lee Davison, Les Davidson. Les Davison.
This is correct. Rudder flutter.
You're getting you in trouble.
Flutter is the one word that structural engineers in aerospace hate.
I am starving, you guys. I'm just grabbing a piece of pizza here. I'm hungry. Oh man. Yeah. So you guys, man, I was heading out to go do some flights today. I went to the hobby store to look for a plane. They didn't really have anything there. I mean, it's kind of sad. And like I was telling Eric, it's kind of sad when you walk into a place to go buy a plane and you have everything that they have on the shelf. That was the only reason I didn't get anything. The only thing that they had there that I don't have is the 80 millimeter F-18 from Horizon. I don't have that one. I really don't want that one either, though. But
oh yeah, George.
not that I don't like it, but it's because I already have the free-wing F-18.
Flutter will destroy even the best of plane if it's not taken into account when you build that plane and it doesn't dampen itself out. It will destroy the plane. That's why some of your planes, like the F-104, had fuel pods on the wingtips.
Yes.
Is for flutter.
That That was also a downside, a bad thing too, because the enemy planes would just shoot at your wingtips and blow the whole plane apart. It was a great idea. It really was, but if that plane gets into any kind of shit, gets hit by one machine gun round or a 20 mil or even a small arm fire from the ground, and they were toast. Toasty toast. Oh man.
So you're gonna get the package for me sent out next week?
What'd you say, Eric?
You gonna get that package for me sent out next week?
No. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh fuck yeah. No, I wanted to do it today. I actually wanted to do it today.
I know, but you and I both didn't sleep.
So what happened was, when
you and I both didn't sleep, so I'm not upset in the least bit. I'm just trying to keep you on track. That's all.
No, she's good to go. It's all set, Eric. I just gotta send it, man. So I got my new card today, or yesterday, and I told you earlier this morning that she just activated. But when we got home, she's like, "No, I forgot to activate it." And so I was like, "All right, well, make sure you activate it." So I actually went on the app on my phone and activated it immediately. And then I had her go take my the money that I got to use to send your plane off and put it in the account.
So Reckham asked about Frank the Tank.
I haven't texted him yet. I'm kind of intimidated.
You know what part of the problem is there, though? I was starting to get the dialogue going, and then my phone broke. And I hadn't had a phone until yesterday afternoon late, so...
What? What? Are you waiting for my pizza crust? I'm not going to rush through and eat it, Kurt, just because you want it. You're going to wait.
George, I bet it destroyed your plane that quick.
What's that?
He had a plane where the aileron horn snapped, and within a couple of seconds from that fluttering so much, the vibration induced just disintegrated the wing.
Oh shit, son! Was that on a real plane or on an RC plane?
RC plane, yes, but it was also for flutter, Mr. Photon. It wasn't just is a couple things. First of all, there's nowhere for gas on that bird. And two, the wings were really thin, and to get them to not break from flutter, they had put the tanks on the tips.
As most of you guys know, I'm a really big fan of the F-84. I really can't wait until one of these companies come out with some type of an F-84.
The Thunder
I think honestly the way it's going to go down is eventually I'm going to end up making it. And then I'm also going to end up making my G56 or my G55 and producing the plane myself. Because that's the way it looks right now, guys. You look at Captain Photon. I think he's trying to get our attention, Eric.
Oh, I just gave him crap back.
No, you're not gonna Trailer Park Boys? No, you suck it more.
So...
You just took what I said and added more to the end of it. That's right, yeah, because you suck it more.
I just told him to suck up that thin air, because he moved to Colorado, so he's still getting used to that.
Yeah, he's still sucking wind, ain't he? Oh my goodness. Well, in the early days, everyone on the RC forum said replace the hardware on the plane. Didn't read the forum until about 6 months after the crash.
Oh.
But all due in the new one.
That sucks.
That does suck.
Too late, Captain.
Reckham Roy, have I ever tickled a camel toe? No,
don't
my
wanna
buddy shot a
know.
camel. My buddy shot a whole camel with a 50 cal.
Yeah, and you got in trouble for it because you were there too.
Almost got in trouble for it because I was there. I was just helping police up the ammo. That's all. The brass.
The brass is like this.
Yeah. He wanted to go home, guys. That's it. I mean, he just fucking snapped one day.
That can happen to anybody.
Yep.
I snapped at the end of my deployment because I was working 20-hour days and it just wore on me.
The fucked up thing about it is he almost took me down with him. I outranked him, and they're like,
dude, did it just vaporize that camel or did it chop it in half?
"Are you kidding me, dude? It was probably the most gruesome thing I've ever seen in my fucking life."
Because if that'll go through a plain motor block.
The fucking thing was old. They were already talking about putting the fucking thing down anyway.
So he just
old.
Okay.
He just I think honestly he wanted to go home.
And he didn't
But
care
at
at
the same
that
time,
point.
he kept saying how fucking how ignorant these assholes were for not putting that thing down already. They should have already taken that thing and shot it in the fucking head. He was suffering, man. It wasn't like it was a young, healthy camel. It was it had seen better days, man. This thing really needed to be down. It needed to get put down. But the way he put it down was fucking ridiculous. It was awful.
Have a good night, Jack. Well, because it didn't go out quickly.
Not quick enough. And I didn't have any type of sidearm or anything like that.
Where he could have walked up into the head and just put it out. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get any of your weapons or your gear, or you don't actually get ammo until you're about ready to take off out into the field.
Captain, you don't have appointments. You're just trying to break your lungs into the Denver air.
Crick says, "I just gave you the crust, dude. What the hell are you looking for?" Then you just got it. See, it's gone. Would you think there was another one that magically pops up somewhere?
For the record, Captain, next week, but you ain't got no appointments. Your appointments is spying on all of us with your computer.
Yeah, and his little drones that he has flying around the United States.
Carolyn, out.
You guys got to be careful with Captain Photon, man. I'm telling you. If he likes you, you'll wake up one night, see him at the end of your bed, patting your cat, sitting on the end of your bed. He'll just be staring right into your eyes, petting your cat. It's pretty scary. I had to just like close my eyes and go back to sleep and pretend that it wasn't happening. Hey, get off my counter, bitch! What are you doing?
Talking about.
You're not supposed to jump on the counter. Get down there. I don't know what the hell you're looking for up there. There's nothing up there.
Get out of here.
You are so pathetic.
Captain,
you know
we're all important in our own worlds. Some more than others.
Nah, Captain Photon's not important at all. Let's be real here. Yes, we are though. Yeah, we are.
It's just fun to give you crap, Captain Photon. That's all.
Dude, it's good to have you around again, man. I really fucking missed your ass, man. Sorry I just dropped an F-bomb, but I really missed you, bro. It's good. I'm glad. It's good to see you around again, man. You were missed. I hope you know that. You can't say that for a lot of people, but you were definitely missed.
It ain't a live show for Dave or Pilot Ryan or some of the other shows unless Photon drops in.
Unless Photon's there, right? Yeah, exactly, Eric. Hell yeah, man. So really quickly, you guys, there are a couple of people, a couple families out there in the RC community right now that are dealing with some deaths in the family, you guys. Let's throw some emojis up in the chat for those guys. I think Jeff had a death in the family.
So Jeff Custom RC and David Snyder.
And David Snyder, you guys, man, make sure you guys give them your prayers and your love. I know I have, and I will continue to. It's really hard to lose a loved one, you guys, and these guys are really dealing with some stuff right now. So make sure you guys throw some emojis up in the chat for them, guys. Show them some love, and just, we're here for you. If you guys, if you need us, we're here. The community has everyone's back. Are you watching Buttons and Rusty? She's watching Buttons and Rusty. I just heard Rusty.
I can't tell you how Jeff's customer she is because I don't get to talk to him that often, but I know I was talking to David a little earlier before the show started in the chat. He's starting to have a little bit better of a week because death in his family didn't happen this week. It happened previous week. And on top of that, he's got a bad back from his military service. And so not only did he have a family member die, but his back was out on top of that. So
yeah, man, poor David, man. He gets the double whammy, dude. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, you guys. That's my dad, my grandmother. I've always lived by that. What doesn't kill you, you can endure all the pain in the world. If it doesn't kill you, it just makes you a lot stronger the next time around. So some of these low blows that you get in life, it just toughens your skin a little bit. But at the same time, we are humans and we are emotional creatures. Compassionate people. Some of us are compassionate. Most of us are
right? Some of us.
Yeah, most are. I mean, there are a few people that just don't know how to express compassion. They know what it is. They just don't. They don't know how to use it.
Then there's a rare few that they know what it is and they'd rather not use it to spite people.
Just to spite you, yeah.
Oh yes, Noon's Airborne RC. Oh yeah.
Noons, I couldn't have said it better myself. Pain is a sign of weakness leaving your body. My drill sergeant used to say that to us. And he's right.
Dude, I got bronchitis so bad I was almost in the hospital in basic training, I had them screaming at me to give up.
Go ahead, Eric.
When we had to run 6 miles and I had bronchitis, they were behind me screaming stuff like that the whole 6 miles. Was I walking? Yes, because I couldn't breathe, but I didn't stop. And someone else that wasn't sick stopped, and they lit that guy up.
Alan Gentry, welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Michael Roshka, Jeff in Lower Alabama. Bravo's RC says, man, I am an asshole. That's what he just said. He said, nah, man, I'm just an asshole. And that's cool, man.
I don't know about that.
To each their own. You know what I mean? You could be the biggest asshole in the world, Captain Photon, but still be a nice dude. You can still be a nice person.
No, the one thing you learn in basic training is even if you're sick and you're still training and you're not in the sick ward, is not give up. Because even if you're about ready to die, they're going to make you want to die afterwards if you give up.
Well, I'm telling you right now, they have a rule, and their rule is if you do not come to us at the beginning of the day and go to sick call, I don't want to hear it later in the day that you are sick. You know what I'm saying? That's their rule. So if you're like, oh, we're doing this and it sucks and it hurts and I don't want to do it and I don't want to go running or I don't want to do PT. Oh, now I'm going to say I'm sick. Oh, too bad. You wait now you got to wait till sick call tomorrow. There's only one bus that leaves from there and takes our van that takes you to sick call, and that bus leaves early in the morning.
Yep. Well, because you do have a lot of people that use that to try to get out.
Me too, Photon. Me too, bro. Me too. And I'm not afraid to admit it. I can be an asshole sometimes. I'm typically not, but I can be. I can be a real prick if I feel like I'm being done wrong. Don't look at me. I'm not going to tell you to get down. But if Mom sees you up there, she's definitely, yeah, that's what I thought. He said he heard mom, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get down."
That's because you know his mom's got eyes on the back of her head.
I mean, yeah, man. He like jump up on the bed when we're not home during the day, and it really pisses Hannah off bad, man. I could care less, man. All my dogs I've always had my dogs come up and lay down on the bed with me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they'll do that crap.
Mm-hmm.
See what Noons wrote?
Noons everyone. I remember in basic training, I talked to my drill sergeant using my hands, and he punched me when I stood up. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Private. I thought you were attacking me."
Oh, I'm sorry, Prop. It's your problem now.
I know what he's talking about, dude. They hate when you do like this, when you're going like this. Well, I was over there. Yeah, they hate that shit, man. Keep your arms down at your side and just talk, Private.
And don't ever say sorry, even if you're apologizing. Well, I'm a sorry sergeant now, Private.
Oh yeah, sorry, Sergeant. Oh God, yes.
Don't ever say that.
The shit that they would say had me. I never volunteered for shit in basic training. I really just kept that. You know, that was my dad's advice to me when I went in. He said I was in the Navy, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be similar. He said, don't raise your hand, don't volunteer, don't speak unless you're spoken to.
Under the radar. Just try to get through it.
Yeah, he said if you can be a ghost for at least the first 4 or 5 weeks, then you got it. You're good.
Which is what I did. And then when some of the young bucks that kept getting us in trouble started to fight with me and I beat the snot out of them, I didn't get in trouble, they did.
Oh, man. I remember the first time that I was actually spoke to by a drill sergeant or anyone in basic training. I was like a week in. I had made it a week without even having to be talked to by a drill sergeant. We went on a 2-mile run, and I ran a 13:01, which is basically like a 98. That's like 98. That's a 98 score for my age at that time. And the first sergeant, or the drill sergeant Dingle, walks up behind me and he's like, "You ran a 13:01, huh? That's pretty damn impressive." He goes, "Too bad you could only do 20 fucking push-ups." I was like, "Dude, he wasn't counting half of them, man. I did like 80 push-ups. He did that shit on purpose, man. I did like fucking 80 push-ups, man." He was like,
"Oh, I know.
No,
I had a drill sergeant that kept doing that to me.
I got my chin laying on the ground. What do you mean I'm not going down far enough?" He was just doing it to piss me off. That's what he was doing.
I had one doing that to me too. No one else complained about how I was doing my push-ups, but then when I went to do it with that drill sergeant, every time he'd send me to the back line and he'd say, "Watch, you're not doing it right." After I'd done like 40 with him, he's like, "That doesn't count."
Yeah, and then you got to go back. Yeah, man. That's just their way of fucking with you, is what it is. But by the time basic training was over, I got my 300 patch. The next run that we did, I did it in like a 12:45. Got my 100% there. Did like 98 sit-ups, which was well over the amount that I needed to do for 100% there. And then push-ups, I did them slow and methodically. And I did take a lot of breaks within the time, but I did do the 64 push-ups that were required for the 300. I did exactly 64 and stopped.
Noons, I was the same age, but when I went in was right when the economy tanked. So there was people that were almost 40. So there was people older than me when I went in. Yes! One! I hated it when they did that, when that drill sergeant did that. Yeah. And you know they were doing it to screw with you. They didn't care.
Yeah, that drill sergeant, he knew I was doing them right. I remember the next PT test that I took, he was looking around for me. He's like, "Hey, where's Garrett at?" "No, already did my test, motherfucker. See you later."
I'm going back the line. Sorry.
Yep.
Except don't say sorry.
I told Drill Sergeant Thompson, I was like, "Look, last time I did like 80 push-ups and he only counted 20 of them." He's like, "Well, let me see what you got, man. Let's go." And I went down and I did them, like I said, I did them slow, methodically. I took a few breaks just because I was doing them slower and I wasn't really punching them out. But he counted every single one of them, and I was like, and that's exactly the way I did them last time, just faster. He's like, no, those all look good to me. As he said, drill sergeants sometimes will do that to you just to see what you'll do, see what your reaction's going to be, man, because
they're trying to push your buttons to see if you'll snap or not.
we're trying to break you a little and then
A lot
build
of
you
the
back
really
up.
young kids, when they go in there and they do that to them, they'll snap and
Yep.
want to go home right that instant.
No, I didn't snap, I didn't huff, I didn't puff, I just
Oh, you got
kept
mad,
going.
but you didn't show it.
Yeah, but you're right, man. I hate when they do that shit. One. Fucking god damn it. What do you want me to do differently? One. And sometimes they just do it because they want you to do more push-ups.
Exactly.
Yep, two. Oh man, what a mess, man. What a mess.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that to a drill sergeant, Randy.
Nah, man. First off, it's so. Nah. You know. Here's the thing. You know, none of the drill sergeants actually get you really mad at them per se. What they do is they piss you off so much that you start getting annoyed with one another, and that's where the problems come. You want to start beating the fuck out of your bunkmate because he keeps farting in his sleep, or the guy next to you he hasn't taken a shower in 3 fucking weeks because he's Jewish and he thinks that because he's on some fucking goddamn whatever he doesn't have to take a shower. They literally had to throw his ass in the shower. I was like, if I have to smell him one more night, he's getting a blanket party, and it ain't because he's Jewish, it's because he smells like fucking feet. And I'm not gonna sit here.
My roommate in flight school was like that, and I turned him in,
God,
and they tried to get me in
something
trouble.
About being part of his religion. I'm like, you're not gonna wash your nuts in your fucking ass because of your religion? What fucking God do you look up to? My God likes his nuts clean. I don't know about yours, but my God likes to be clean.
Oh, trust me, I had to deal with the smelly kid when I was at flight school.
Stinky ass kid, man. And then my bunkmate, Mikhail Smith, sitting up there farting all night in his sleep. Damn, man, what are you doing? He's like, it's the chow hall, man. It's that food that they feed us. I'm like, I eat the same shit, bro. You don't hear me down here farting?
Bravo. RC, I bet you that battle of yours also blamed it on the rifle, too. We had one of those guys. I couldn't
So your battle buddy is usually your bunkmate, basic.
It's a piece of crap. I couldn't qualify.
The first day of basic training, this asshole wears a white T-shirt underneath his BDU.
Moron.
I'm like, you son of a bitch, man. We were so lucky we didn't get in a lot of trouble for that. He just made us turn around and go get a brown shirt on underneath, or a tan shirt. I was like, bro, you do that to me again, bro, I swear to God, man. Don't do that's embarrassing, bro. When you fuck up, I fuck up. I'm supposed to be looking out for you. I should have noticed that you had a white shirt on underneath your BDU. That was a bad mistake, man. First sergeant was the one that actually caught us, too.
Oh.
It's like, what the fuck
First
are you
sergeants
wearing?
in basic are usually... Well, I don't like first sergeants to begin with, but first sergeants in basic are usually jerks. And I'm putting that nicely.
And one that we had he was a hard ass. He was a fucking Vietnam veteran, Vietnam era.
Mine was a ranger, and that guy was.
What does it mean when they? What's it mean when they have the wreath around their rifle?
Airborne.
No, it's when they have the wreath around their rifle. That means that they've seen
combat.
Does that mean that they've seen combat in a foreign war, like a different war or theater?
Is that the combat action badge?
I don't know. I just know that the ones that have a wreath around, that means something. When they have a wreath around their rifle, it means something different. I can't remember exactly what it is now. Sorry guys, I just had to plug my computer in. It's gonna die. Eric, how long have we been going, man?
Let me look.
About an hour.
53 minutes.
All right, we're gonna close it down here in a minute. You guys, make sure you come and check out the Pilot's Lounge tomorrow with Mr. Hangarat himself, Pilot Ryan Media. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, guys. Mary Boozers on Sunday at 8. Dave Marshall, Mr. Air Marshall, on Mondays at 9. Then you got Guniac 33 and Nathaniel Nate Kugel at 10 o'clock tomorrow, Monday. On Tuesday, Jeff's Custom RC and Raven Rock Aviation Flight Club. Wednesdays, Hamilton's Hangar, followed by GB Linden, guys. Don't miss it. Thursday, Hangar. 51, Mr. Kenny, the bus driver, the kid puncher, the nun slapper.
Mr.
He
Thunderstruck.
also said that if I brought a rope down, we could hang ourselves together in his tree. You better not bitch out on me, Kenny.
Just don't use the tree that got struck by lightning and then struck him.
Yeah, I'm tired of things breaking. God damn it! If I tie my rope up there and the rope doesn't break, but your tree does, man, I'm gonna be upset. So make sure you give me something solid, man. And then back here, 9 p.m. for Kenny, and then back here again on Fridays. Next Friday, giveaway Friday, you guys. So make sure that you're here. Thank you guys for every one of you guys that have been giving donations. Mama kind of put me on an allowance on how much I can put in for the month from now on. Matching dollar for dollar the last couple of months has actually been kind of stressful on her. Not too much me, but it has stressed her out a little bit. So I decided that I'll start off the pot with $250 to $300 in it, depending on what I can do that month, and you guys add to it whatever we have at the end of the month. That's what we're gonna go with. I still think that that's fair. That's usually what I was doing for giveaways in the past anyways, is about $200 or $300. And I don't mind continuing to do that. That's fine. It's never ever put me in a bad spot or a bad situation. Or
that's about how I feel today, Dennis. Look at the emoji he put in his comment.
Great show, bastards. Nice. Nice, Dana. Nice, man. Yeah, you guys, make sure you guys are here next week. Listen, if you guys are not subscribed yet, go subscribe. If you don't have a blue wrench yet, make sure you get talk to either me or Eric during the stream next week. And we will get you guys a blue wrench and a number for the next drawing. I don't take new guys in on that day, not unless they put up a significant donation for that giveaway, or there's something else that I've allowed. Or if they get somehow, some way, give me a message or leave a comment on one of the videos during the week, I'll see that Eric will have a wrench and a blue wrench and a number for them for that following giveaway. I will be putting up the Black Widow, the Dynam Black Widow P61. I will be putting up that final product review video tonight, and tomorrow. I've got nothing going on, so I'm going to probably get Eric's package sent off, and then I'm going to go to the field to supply that Super Saber for the first time, finally. I was so tempted the other night. It was pitch black, but that thing lights up so bright. I was so tempted to fly it. I was so tempted to just go for it. But like I said, it was pitch black. I wouldn't have been able to see the plane. So tempted. I was so tempted, man. But yeah, guys, love every one of you guys. You guys are stinking awesome. I appreciate you guys being here, supporting the channel for what you guys do. I appreciate everything, guys. The community appreciates what you guys do. Eric, do you have anything, buddy?
No, just.
You guys have a good night. I'm Dave. This is Dave's RC with Shadow Ops, my host with the most. Fat. No, I'm just kidding.
Takes one to know one.
One or the other one. You guys have a good night. I'm getting the hell out of here, guys. Take it easy. Good night. Peace. Don't screw yourself, Roy.